Why do some cities like Seattle have highways running right through them, especially what used to be vibrant city centers, while other cities like here in Lisbon has highways running around them, thus preserving the historical center that people still love today?
Highways through cities
Yeah.
is such a crazy concept considering how vulnerable a human body is and how powerful and dangerous the machine of a car is.
Also, the noise that's produced by a car, because stand by a highway is significantly noisy.
The difference in noise between the pedestrian street, where the noise is basically made up of people chatting, these pleasant small sounds that are ambient background noise, and then you have the terribly noisy sound of wheels against pavement, the horns honking, and it really erodes your mental health.
I got used to it growing up in New York City, but when I first went to a lot of European cities, Netherlands, parts of Barcelona, and I was really stunned that you don't have tons of noise always surrounding you by cars. And it does have an effect on our bodies. It affects our stress levels, our cortisol levels.
First of all, cars are dangerous.
How dangerous? Because I don't think people really realize.
So many deaths are attributed to cars. And a lot of it is because we're putting cars close to humans. So if you have, for example, cars out in the country, driving between cities or between states on the highway, that's not the same as putting highway-sized streets in the middle of a city where people are constantly walking, crossing the street. When you have people interacting with cars like that, that's where the danger happens.
It's easier for the average European to make the transition from car-centered to pedestrian.
Many places have done so. The Korean highway that was transformed into a wonderful park. In Barcelona, there's a similar place. In that area, there used to be a huge intersection. Now, over the course of, I think, 5 to 10 years, they took that enormous expanse of car-centric space and they transformed it into a park. And we can do that. Humans are adaptable. Cities are constantly changing. We shouldn't be worried about change because it has been a constant throughout our history and we can change again. We just have to decide that it's what we want.
What do you think? Should highways serve city centers and thus potentially destroying vibrant historical centers like this in Lisbon? Or should they serve the perimeter of cities? Stay curious, my friends.